Hey, what's up, everybody? BDF 44 coming at you with another video. All right, so I was able to talk to the therapist, set up another appointment. Essentially, she called at 9:45 like I thought she had, and left a voicemail. I never checked my voicemails, so I didn't know that she had called earlier. That's my bad. But yeah, I guess she had got some things rearranged and decided to call early. So that's how that went. I contacted DPSS. Everybody over there was really nice. They're in the 21st century, thank God. So all of the paperwork I needed to touch and actually give to people, I could email to people, e-sign it. All of that stuff was doable. So I was able to sign paperwork that allowed therapists and them to share information about myself. Hopefully that went through. I'm not sure if it actually did because I tried to e-sign it, and when I uploaded it to the DPSS website, it did not exactly show me what was uploaded. So I couldn't tell you if it took the signature version of what I signed or the non-signature version that you ultimately download and then try to sign via the computer. So I sent them what I had. Hopefully it caught. The next aspect of what it is I did was send the ACP the paperwork that I also requested as well. So that was cool. I was able to shoot them the proof that I am in the CalFresh program. I also talked to Tanya, which is my therapist's name. She set up an appointment for me on Wednesday the 13th at 3 p.m. So we're going to try this again. What she should have did at 11 o'clock that she actually tried to do at 9:45, we're going to try to do at 3 p.m. and we'll see if it actually happens at 3 p.m. Now, my GR paperwork that I sent her, she essentially said that she had 10 days from which to check it out and send through all her paperwork. All of the people that would have to touch it in her office, they have 10 days to send it back. I told her, in my circumstance, I need that GR now. That 10 days is gone. I put me as a priority, if you will, because I need that now. I don't have 10 days to waste. This is money I need based on the circumstance, and I told her what that circumstance was. So hopefully she will honor that and get that done sooner than what is expected of her. Yeah, man, it's just been one day. I'm very happy that I don't have to go places to hand people paper, but the way that you have to digitally sign it may make it so that it's delayed based on how that's going. If for some reason they don't take to that upload in regards to me signing that paperwork, I'll have to go through this process again, and no telling how soon they will let me know that. So that's what it is, man. At least we know when the therapy session will be again on the 13th at 3 p.m. I put it all on my calendar. I put it in this phone so y'all know I didn't mess up the dates. I didn't mess up the time initially. I was ready at 11 o'clock. She just happened to want to rearrange it and was not able to contact me because I don't check my VMs. So when she called at 9:45, she left a message. I don't check that shit. So that's on me. But, everybody at DPSS was really nice and helpful and friendly. They helped this process along because it was very frustrating, but they helped it along. And I did everything I was supposed to do. I've been sitting there for the last 3 hours, you know what I mean, trying to contact people, waiting on DPSS to call me back, trying to figure out how to do what and how, trying to contact this office with this lady, figure out what the hell happened there. I got down to the bottom of everything, man. It's funny because if I would have been doing what I was supposed to be doing, that's what we were talking about earlier when I was headed to Target and I told y'all the Lord ain't been telling me to do nothing that the world wants me to do. That's because he can see what's going on around everything else, and that's why I trust the Spirit the way that I do. This stuff needed to be done in the way that I did it. If I were driving right now the way I'm supposed to be driving trying to get money, I would not have been able to handle this, man. There was no way I would have been able to handle this with the schedule that would now be in place going forward, because I'd have been basically driving in these hours or trying to rest during these hours in between driving hours. So it's fortuitous that I actually did not sign up for Lyft yet, and all the different anxieties that came with that. It was fortuitous because if I wouldn't have, I would have never got to the bottom of all of this bullshit that required me 3 hours of free time in this room to handle it. So I'm saying that's why I trust the Spirit, because the Spirit knows, so to speak. I pray the right prayers. It compels me, and it's a better predictor than my doubt is, and it's a better predictor than anything else, period. I'm telling y'all, I'm not a psychic by any stretch of the imagination, but I be getting mighty lucky when I follow the Spirit. I put it like that, mighty lucky, because this all needed to be done. There was a third paperwork that I might have already mentioned in this video, but I've tried to make this video a million times, and Tanya called me like 3 times while I was trying to make this video to communicating with me. But there was another paperwork that was needed to be signed that ultimately gives them the right to communicate with one another. That paperwork I didn't even know about until I talked to a lady about the paperwork that needed to be sent to Tanya. It's like, yo, there's another form that I have to sign that y'all didn't even tell me I needed to sign. And then the whole thing was just funny because when the lady at DPSS was sending me the paperwork that needs to be given to Tanya, she sent it to me upside down. So I had to ask her to do it again. It was a whole ordeal where she couldn't just simply send it. It was a lot, but we finally got to the bottom of it. And that's what I'm saying, man. Sometimes the unorthodox aspects of circumstances will make it so that it will work out in your favor, that you followed what it is that your instincts tell you to follow. That's what it is at the end of the day. If I was doing everything I'm supposed to be doing, the paperwork that needed to be done would not have been done, man. It just wouldn't. So all these different feelings that compelled me not to do what needed to be done, technically getting into that car and starting this process, all of the little anxieties, they were actually protecting me in a way that allowed me the time afforded to do stuff that must be done for my GR paperwork, so they can finally give me the money that I'm needed, so that I can get the appointment, with this therapist, for which is essential to keeping my SSI and GR. Me missing appointments with her, or rather her missing appointments with me, is detrimental to my process, and it trickles down to so many other things. This is literally more important than anything else. So I was able to take care of all of that stuff today, man. So I am very, very exhausted as it pertains to mentally with everything that has happened. I am exhausted. And you know what I mean? It's just, it's taxing on the mind when you have to do so much just to get things done for yourself in regards to this damn state. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, I get it. People need verification. You got to cover yourself legally. But at the end of the day, I'm sick. I already got mental health problems. Why the hell are things so damn difficult to get done if you guys are supposed to be giving that relief in any way? 10 days from which to check the GR paperwork at the health clinic? When I tell you I got this situation, 10 days is some bullshit. You need to get on that right now. Y'all need to be communicating right now so a person get what they need. So it's just like, man, I'm just fortunate enough to have a voice, so that all of this happening in real time can be recorded, so that all of you can see it, and so that everybody who stumbles upon me can see it. They make life hard on you when you don't have any money. If you don't have any money, you're going to be going through the rigmarole just to get the most basic, smallest amount of help. Whatever the little minimum, bare minimum they going to give you, you're going to have to do the maximum to get it. And that's just what it is. The only thing that I can say is I'm thankful that they're in the 21st century, so I ain't got to go down to people's offices and pick up paperwork and slide over somewhere else, take paperwork over there. Anything short of that is the only good thing about it, man. Honestly, that's the only thing good about it, is the fact you ain't got to do that. So I guess I've done everything I could, unless they tell me that the paperwork wasn't properly signed, and I'll try to do it again on my end. But I contacted DPSS, took care of two birds with one stone. I sent everything to the ACP program. They sent me back another confirmation telling me that they've approved me, just like they did the last time before they reneged on it. But this time the paperwork that they were looking for is the paperwork that I got for them, not sending them something that isn't right. So I checked AirTalk Wireless, see if they've communicated with ACP yet, and they still got the failure sign on there. So no telling how long it's going to be before I actually am able to get what I need from AirTalk Wireless to get away from T-Mobile. But at least one massive step in proving that I am in the program is done. So yeah, man, I am exhausted. I'm angry because stuff is just not happening fast enough, but at the same time I'm thankful that I do have the trust in the Holy Spirit to just follow the instincts I have and not worry about what the clock says or what the world's saying or what other people saying or whatever. Just trust that inner spirit, because it knows the future. It knows the truth. It knows what is, not what could be, not the worries that come with what your circumstance is, but the actual facts of the timing of everything that needs to happen. This is what I've learned. Never go against that spirit. I don't give a damn what it's telling you to do. Follow it to a T. because it knows what to do. And if you don't have that, ignore me. I'm crazy. Just put it like that. But if you are spiritually inclined, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Stay with the spirit. It's a damn psychic. Straight up. So that's what I got to say about that, man. I am happy that I was able to also upload all that art that I showed you in the last video. You know what I mean? I was able to upload that into all the different art websites and Facebook and all the stuff that I normally do. I was able to take care of that while I was on the phone waiting for them to do all the stuff that they were doing. So that made me feel a little better. I got some food here. Can't wait to crack into that. That was supposed to be eaten 3 hours ago, but shit, I've been doing everything else. So that's where we're at, man. I got a lot done in this house, in this room rather. Got a lot done. Didn't enjoy any of it, but I got it all done. And so there shouldn't be anything left for me to do in regards to DPSS. Now I should be more than capable of getting my GR paperwork at least within the next 2 weeks. Funds rather. They should start paying me at least within the next 2 weeks. She gonna have 10 days to fart around with the paperwork. That's cool, whatever. After that, somebody needs to be paying me something from the GR. I don't know how much I'm getting, probably not very much, but at least it'll add to my situation. And it will be income that I could take to an apartment and say, look, I get GR, and as soon as for those who don't know what GR is in regards to SSI, it's a loan on your SSI. So essentially it's them paying you SSI early while you're waiting on SSI to kick in, and then they take that money back from your SSI upon the end of it. So that's not something I have a problem with. Just give it to me now. So that's where we're at, man. I'm thankful that the Lord gave me the temperament to sit through all that. I'm glad he didn't give me an attitude to talk to these people with, because I definitely have one. And that's what's going on, man. That is what's going on. So I'm gonna go decompress. I probably should go smoke half of that joint right now. Honestly, I really should. Between me and you, that is exactly what's missing from my life right now. But you know what I mean? Eat this food, enjoy the different turkey meats that I bought. I bought a couple of different turkey meats. So I'm gonna lay into the food and just thank God all of that stuff is behind me at this point. And hopefully this means the beginning of payments, actual payments that can come into my mind, my situation, and credit to my name. So yeah, man, I'm telling y'all, bro, this mental health thing, having mental health problems, it ain't nothing I wish on anybody, bro. I really don't. Because at the end of the day, it would be a whole lot easier if I could just go to work, do the thing that people do, and not have anything keeping me from doing it. But the reality is, everything in my mind is telling me to stay the hell away from all the stuff that I need to do. And judging by how things are working, that's probably not the best thing for me. But at the end of the day, that spirit ain't told me I did anything wrong yet. It ain't sitting up here saying, why ain't you doing this? You're taking advantage of it. It ain't saying nothing like that. So I'm just rolling with it. Like I said, man, as long as I'm praying, keeping my spirit right, not messing around with nothing I ain't supposed to be, I think things will ultimately work out for me, even if it has to be hard in doing so. And that's what this is yet again taught me for the 178th time. Your faith is stronger than your doubt. It's a better predictor than your doubt. The enemy is always going to try to make things harder for you, no matter who you are, whether you're in the top 1% or in the 99th percentile like me. If you are a person of God, you are going to get attacked. You're going to have stuff coming at you. Just be diligent in understanding what my example is about here. Following that spirit, and ultimately things falling into place however they're supposed to fall into place. That's what it is. So keep your spirit right, people. Keep your energy right. Smile a little bit. Say positive things about yourself. Say positive things about others. It's a good way to keep your mental health in its best order. And yeah, man, I try to be patient with Miss Tanya. I was not happy with her. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. My psychiatrist, I was not happy with her. I tried my very best to keep my energy high, but when I only talk to a therapist once a month and I got the problems I got, and then when I'm on time and I'm waiting to hear from her and she don't call but an hour early, you know what I'm saying? And there ain't no communication via email. That she's not allowed to text. All she can do is send voicemails, and I don't check voicemails. It's like, yo, can we be on time though? That's my thing. Can we be on time? Now, granted, that's rich coming from me because I was hours early for the appointment with her. So I got to be honest about that. But at the same time, that is a situation where I was in person, and she could have very easily told me to come back at the time it was supposed to be, And I was just fortunate enough she was flexible. But that should have told me right there that she's flexible and she ain't a stickler for time, or maybe her schedule may not allow for her to just do things when she's supposed to do them. But that's something that gotta be verbalized in the office, man. Like, you can't tell me some shit gonna be at 11 o'clock and it be 9:45 and I have no inclination other than the voicemail you leave after you call. Come on, fam. What kind of business we running? You're supposed to be helping people mental health. And this is what I'm getting? And then when I tell you I need you to, I'm going through homelessness and I need my GR paperwork, and you telling me you got 10 days from which to fart around, basically, in more or less words. We got 10 days windows from which to take care of it. Nah, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear none of that. I'm homeless. I need my GR work now. You need to send that shit to them now. So that's my attitude toward her. But I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying, because I know she got a million people to deal with. I'm not the only one. And my interest is my interest. She has to be taking care of everyone. But honestly, when you're in these circumstances, you don't want to hear nobody's bullshit, man. And so that's what it is. I'm sorry my language is a lot worse than it usually is. But when you're going through what I'm going through, you don't care. I don't. Y'all just getting the real thing. So that's it, man. I'm going to try to unwind, smoke a little weed, eat a meal, maybe make this playlist. And I mean, that's what I'm going to do. That is exactly what I'm going to do. Maybe make a video when my energy's better. I don't know, man, but this has been one hell of an ordeal these last 3 hours, trying to work around people and whatever they're doing, man. Whatever they're doing that ain't on time, essentially. And so that's what I got to say. I appreciate people for being patient with me when my energy's like this. But this is what the therapy sessions are for. Because I ain't going to have no real therapy sessions but once a damn month, if she happens to be on time when they are scheduled. So that is what it is, everyone. My name is BDF 44. I thank you all for watching.